Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Rainbow Six Siege operator guide. In this video we're going to be going over Nokk, the newest attacking operator coming from the Jaeger Corps CTU. She can equip the FMG-9 SMG or the SIX-12 SD as her primary weapon. For her secondary, she can bring either the 5.7 USG or the D50 handgun into the siege. As for her gadget, she can take either stun grenades or breaching charges. Before we continue with the video, please take a moment to subscribe and like the video. It really helps out the channel and I would appreciate it extremely. It helps the channel grow and ensures you have more siege videos to watch. Without further ado, let's begin. Let's start off with the primary weapons. First up, we have the FMG-9. The FMG-9 is your average SMG. It deals low damage with an average fire rate and a magazine size of 30 rounds. Since this SMG deals low damage, you're going to want to aim for the head. Don't get me wrong, you can definitely kill someone with body shots, but it's going to take a lot of bullets. Unless you catch someone by surprise, go for the head. Plus, with the right attachments, the FMG-9 has next to no recoil, making lining up those headshots extremely easy. As for the SIX-12 SD, it's a less than average shotgun. It deals less than average damage, fires as fast as you can pull the trigger, with a magazine of 6 rounds. Which makes it less than average is its magazine size. For the full auto type of shotguns, it's lacking. It has the smallest magazine of any shotgun except for the Boss G. Other than that, it's your normal shotgun. Use it in close quarters to shut your enemy down or use it to open up hatches and make peek holes to create more sightlines. So use the FMG-9 if you have good aim and want to engage at range, or use the SIX-12 SD if you like to get closer or if you want to bring some extra utility to your team. It's up to personal preference, so the choice is all yours. Personally, I would recommend the FMG-9 since you can shoot people from farther distances than any shotgun, and the gun is a laser beam. It really is. I mean, sure, it hits like a marshmallow sometimes, but if you can get those headshots and if your aim is pretty decent, you'll have no problem using this weapon and you'll be taking out defenders left and right. Moving on, let's take a look at her secondary weapons. The 5.7 USG is your average pistol. Does average damage and a large magazine size of 20 rounds. The D50 on the other hand is a lot different. It used to be meh. It does a ton of damage, but its recoil was so bad you'd barely be able to land any shots unless you were like a D50 god. Now that it can be equipped with a muzzle brake, that's all changed. It still does a ton of damage, but now its recoil is so good. You won't have a problem landing any of your shots, and they're going to do a lot of damage. It's definitely the better choice. Just learn the new recoil pattern and you're good to go. As for her gadget, it's up to you. Take stun grenades if you want edge in a gunfight, or take breaching charges to have some extra breaching options. The choice is yours. Now for the most exciting part of any new operator, her special ability. Nokk comes equipped with the Hel Presence Reduction. This device wipes her image from any camera and reduces her noise while she's moving. It wipes her image, but if she sprints, switches weapons, or does anything other than moving at a normal pace, there will be these pixelated glitch marks that appear on camera. If you're on a Mozzie drone or an Echo Yokai, you'll see the same effect that Vigil's cloak makes to attacker drones. As with every ability, there is a few important things to note. First, the ability does have a charge and a duration. When you activate the ability, it will drain until it's empty. Once it's empty, it will start recharging. Also, you can activate it and deactivate it at any time. Once you deactivate it, it will start recharging, whether it's at 50% or 0%. Unlike Warden's ability, you can activate Nukes Hell at any time during its recharge after 20%. So once it runs out, you're going to have to wait a little bit. And of course, when you activate it at 20%, it's going to have a shorter duration. Now that we know what her ability is, how do we use it effectively? You have to keep in mind that when her ability is active, she is quiet and can't be seen or even hinted at by normal cameras. This gives you so many opportunities to be sneaky and ambush the defenders. Now I usually start the round by entering the map at the other end of the map compared to the objective. I do this to dodge any spawn peekers or anyone near OBJ. From there, I suggest sweeping the map, moving only while your ability is active. This ensures no defender can hear you or see you. While moving toward the OBJ, listen and try to surprise any roamers you hear or see. You'll be surprised how many times you'll find a Jaeger or Cav just out in the open because they think no one is around. Once you hunt the roamers down, make a beeline for the objective. At this point, the rest of your team will hopefully have killed or at least engaged the anchors. From here, you can back up your team or go on a flank. If your team is going through the front, go through the back or the side or any other entrance. Just keep your eyes and ears open and pick off anyone you can. Also, you can always rush. Nokk is a 2-speed 2 armor though, so your rush might not be as effective as an IQ or Ash rush. If you get into the building without alerting anyone though, you can activate your ability and rush the defenders. It's hard for them to expect or counter a rush they can't see or hear. The only thing I'm going to note here is that while your ability is active, if you're walking, your footsteps don't make any noise, but if you sprint, they do, and it makes the 2-speed 2 armor noise, so it's kind of loud. So I recommend just getting close to OBGA and then activating your ability and doing kind of like a slow walk rush. It might not be as effective as just bolting in as an Ashe, but it still will get you some success. The only thing I'm going to say is that I found this to be a lot less effective than sneaking around. You can die much faster or even to a roamer ambush, but if you have a lot of experience rushing and you're pretty good at it, you'll probably find some success. Honestly, you're going to get most of your kills by taking out unsuspecting roamers or by flanking the defenders while your team is engaging them. Most of my good triple or quad kills are due to my team just pushing and distracting all the defenders and myself just sneaking right on in and shooting some domes. It's what worked for me and I think it'll work for a lot of you. But as always, try experimenting yourself and find some other strategies. If you find any that work really well, go ahead and share them down in the comments to let everyone else know, and let's get a discussion going. Moving on, we have the combos and the counters. Let's start with the combos. Her ability really only affects her, making her much more of a lone wolf character. It's much easier to sneak up on the enemy team by yourself since you can move silently and the other attackers can't. I will say, operators that can spot enemies or make their location known will work very well with Nokk. Jackal, Lion, and Dokebi can let Nokk know where an enemy or defender is, meaning Nokk can just silently go after them and go in for the kill. As for counters, she has a few. They're mainly going to be Mozzie and Echo, but defenders that can lay down additional cameras such as Valkyrie and Maestro, and the bulletproof cam users, can be counted as a soft counter. Mozzie and Echo, using their own unique drones, can see the white Vigil marks if she's on their camera while cloaked. Maestro, Valkyrie, and the other defenders that use bulletproof cameras can simply just give another viewpoint to possibly see her glitch marks. That's about it. Just look for the glitch marks or the Vigil effect on Echo and Mozzie drones. Now that's going to be it for this video. I want to know from you all. Do you like Nokk? Do you think she's too strong? And who is your favorite attacker? I don't know, so let me know down in the comments below. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more amazing Rainbow Six Siege content. I'm the Battle Moon and I will see you in the next siege.